On Lot 8, in a recent episode of The Curse on Oak Island, researchers have finally uncovered substantial proof of a metallic anomaly. Marty, Gary, and the other members of the team investigate Lot 8 after finding a large metallic oddity there. They come uncover a number of unique relics, including a garnet brooch and a piece from a bride's horse, which prompts questions about their origins and any connections. Moreover, they discover a piece of beveled iron, which agrees nicely with the results of the most recent magnetometry investigation. This implies that the object was formerly a broken antique cutting tool. This finding suggests that human activity may have existed in a location that was previously believed to be devoid of people. In order to further understand the significance of this significant metallic anomaly evidence on Lot 8, the team made the decision to acquire additional excavation licenses and consult with experts. The discovery raises questions regarding its provenance and any connections it might have to other local findings. The scholars are intrigued by these unique items and believe that this particular area may hold some special significance. A large piece of iron with a beveled edge is discovered by the Oak Island crew. It may be a broken piece of the ancient adze, a type of cutting tool. This result is noteworthy because it agrees with a recent magnetometry research conducted by the team, which found a significant metallic anomaly in the same area, the same site where the survey was done. Our interest in further investigation of that area is piqued by the discovery of this tool in a place that was previously believed to be uninhabited. The team plans to first obtain a permit to excavate before speaking with various experts in order to determine the significance of this discovery. The secrets surrounding Oak Island keep getting more complicated as the show follows the journey of full-time treasure hunters through each new season. However, you might get the same results with your own gear. Their discoveries with metal detectors open up hitherto unfathomable vistas for historical inquiry. Always make sure to get permission before hunting anywhere, whether it's on someone else's land or a public space. The team of The Curse of Oak Island found some scientific proof that suggests it's possible the money pit holds a sizable amount of silver. They also found a patch of cement that had traces of gold and other metals, which made them think that the most rare metal in the world, osmium, would be buried somewhere in the ethereal depths of Oak Island. There is an island called Oak Island in the Canadian province of Nova Scotia. The two brothers Marty and Rick Lagena have, for all intents and purposes, dedicated their entire lives to solving Oak Island's enigma and learning its closely guarded secrets, while harboring the hope of unearthing hidden gold on the island. Despite the fact that they had previously spent many years trying very hard to uncover the island's secrets, but making very little headway in their attempts, it appears that their most recent treasure hunting expedition has really taken a fruitful turn. On Oak Island, the Lagena brothers have made a number of important discoveries recently. Some claim that these discoveries have made it possible to access the hidden wealth on Oak Island. This archaeological gem was found thanks to the use of ground-penetrating radar. It was initially thought to be a crossbow bolt, but a specialist in ancient antiquities thinks it might have been a javelin, a type of weapon used by the Romans more than 2,000 years ago. The team finds a metal object that appears to be what they have been looking for since the first episode of the show in the second episode of the 9th season. Additional inspection reveals that the piece only contains a modest amount of gold in its entirety. The secrets surrounding Oak Island
or more than the treasures they are trying to find. Through ups and downs, the team finds more clues about the island's past, making the hunt for treasure even more exciting. Gary Drayton, an English metal detectorist, has become a key player in Rick's treasure hunting team, known for finding various items buried on the island. He has also become a celebrity on spin-off shows, sharing essential insights with viewers. Although his financial gain from these adventures isn't as huge as it might seem, he has written a couple of books and continues to build a strong reputation by finding more than just material treasures.
Rick Lagena, a former postal worker in Michigan, turned to treasure hunting after realizing that his previous job wasn't for him. With an estimated net worth of about $20 million, he now has an estimated net worth of about $20 million. The main reason people are drawn to the island isn't the scenery. It's the excitement of finding huge treasures buried deep underground waiting for someone brave enough to dig them up. Despite numerous challenges like spooky lights and scary tales that claim the treasure won't be found until 7 seekers have died, and 6 already have, the search goes on. A memorable moment in Oak Island's history was when they found a stone slab 90 feet down, meant to keep water from going further below. Large stones are actually crucial, marked with promises of great wealth just a bit deeper. A classic so-close moment that has become a big part of the island's story. These clues keep the team digging and the viewers hooked. However, the truth is that Oak Island might take more money than it gives back in treasures. Millions have been spent digging here, chasing what sometimes feels like cleverly hidden clues and small historical bits. As long as there's even a hint of huge wealth, Rick, Gary, and their crew will keep on digging. The thrill of what if brings everyone back, digging through both dirt and history, always hoping the next dig might uncover something that changes everything. In addition to the treasure, there's a real sense of teamwork and unexpected bonuses that make life exciting for those who spend their days digging for gold and historical relics beneath Oak Island. As the digging continues, finding the hidden treasure on Oak Island becomes a race against time. Oak Island, a small island in the 18th century, has been a site of an unending search for treasure that could rival the plots of many TV dramas. Originally named Gloucester Isle by the British in 1776, the island has always been famous for its supposed hidden treasures, attracting many treasure hunters over the years. Franklin D. Roosevelt was deeply interested in treasure hunting before he was president, and was part of a group called the Old Gold Salvage and Wrecking Company. However, like many before and after him, he didn't find much. Fast forward to the present, the Lagena brothers, Rick and Marty, who started their own treasure hunts on the island, which eventually led to the creation of the TV show, The Curse of Oak Island. This show has caught the attention of treasure hunting fans, bringing in large audiences who tune in to see if the long-lost riches will finally be uncovered. Over the seasons, the show has featured the team finding various items, from a 19th century Spanish copper coin and an unverified Roman sword, to fragments of old parchment and a human bone that might have come from the Middle East. They have also found some old items like a garnet brooch and a metal hinge. Despite these intriguing discoveries, the main treasure still hasn't been found, leading some viewers to wonder if the show is stretching the truth or suggesting that there might not be anything significant left to find. Critics think that the few items they do find are made to seem more exciting than they are to keep the show interesting, and viewers coming back for more. Oak Island attracts attention, not just because of the treasure itself, but also because of what the treasure could mean. The possibility of finding something amazing just below the surface keeps everyone hooked, and the idea that there might be treasure hidden there keeps the island's legend alive and well. People keep telling the story of Oak Island, treasure or no treasure, and it's this continuous lure of what if that fuels endless explorations and discussions.
The original church gate, now faded, bore an engraving of a cross surrounded by 4 dots. The sign found on the HO stone on Oak Island had an engraving that matched this one exactly. The HO stone was a fragment of a rock discovered on Oak Island. The boulder is thought to have formerly indicated the location of a treasure, but an accident in 1921 reportedly destroyed it. The lads also discovered another O-shaped sign with a dot in the middle, which is also depicted on the HO stone during the previous week. The group then traveled to a military history museum in Lisbon. They had replicas of the 2 little cannonballs that had been found on Oak Island, and they intended to use the museum's armory to see if they could match the cannonballs to one of the cannons there. The fact that 2 museum employees immediately confirmed that the 2 cannonballs were of Portuguese origin wasn't a surprise to the boys, because they had already heard from a chemist in a previous episode that the cannonball's composition indicated a Portuguese origin. Alex loaded the cannon with the ball once the guys had discovered the right kind of cannon in order to make sure they had the right kind of weapon. The cannon, which was first used in the 14th or 15th century, was often mounted on a ship's deck. The experts at the museum, however, claimed that the gun could be easily taken out of the ship and brought to an island. Have you already subscribed? Do this right away to learn more exciting updates on fresh discoveries made on Oak Island. Given the ongoing instability on the global stage that has existed ever since the New World was discovered, it should not be shocking that the mysterious Oak Island has come to represent a secret trove of royal treasures. Over time, Oak Island has come to represent a secret hoard of royal treasures. Two of the most convincing responses in this area come from the French and British militaries, both of which are supportive. The British's hostile acts against the French garrison at Fort Louisbourg are the defining element in this interpretation. It's thought that at some point during either of the French and Indian War or the 7 Years' War, the French treasure that had been housed in the bastion during those wars was transferred to the sophisticated vault on Oak Island. Two very different viewpoints can be taken while examining this line of thinking. Some believe that at some time during the 6-week siege in 1758, the French were able to smuggle all of their treasures past the British boats that were invading and deposit them in the fittingly named Money Pit, which was located within Fort Louisbourg. Some individuals think that the British attack on Fort Louisbourg in 1758, which was successful, served as the catalyst for the ultimate building of the Money Pit, which served as a storage facility. This story holds that the British Army was given the order to painstakingly dismantle the devastated French bastion, pillage its treasures, and bury them beneath an island off the coast of Nova Scotia. You won't believe the recent astounding scientific discovery. To learn more, see the video after this one.